Oh boy, oh boy. All right. Me. How am I looking? Right? Mind frame. So, we got something else to put on. Now, this time it's simple. This should be short. It's nothing under the hood. That's why I got the hood closed. It's on the interior. And I'm gonna take you over there. But I got some like door panel, kick panels from Tom's because I unfortunately have jumped out my car and kicked the door too many times. And so I'm trying to clean it up as best as I can. So we got this right here. I'm gonna show you a quick unboxing of this because you should see how this looks because it looks cool. And I haven't opened it. I cut the tape, but then I realized I don't have to record something. So here we are. Let's get to it. All right, let's just see. I just want to see what's in this box, okay? So this is from Tom's Racing. We're gonna see what. Yo, come on, son. Full Japanese? Come on, dog. I have no idea what this is saying. No idea. All right, so we got a yo, Tom's, my man. Come on, B. Really? Now I know I could say no English in here, and somebody's gonna be like, it's a Japanese company. What do you expect them to do? Everything ain't catered to the. All right, so there's an audible. We got all Japanese directions, but let me just give you a quick little idea of what we're doing here. See, we're throwing on a little bit of a kick panel here. See this right here? And I'm gonna go to the door and we're gonna talk about that later. But right now we're gonna do a little kick panel thing on here to protect it. This kind of gives you a better view of what we're gonna end up at the end result. This is what we're aiming for, though the one I have has white stitching, not red stitching. So that's the thing, but okay. Instructions are in Japanese. I should have expected that. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, we're down to the 3M stuff is in Japanese. I mean, like, we really, listen, ain't nothing. I'm not going to figure nothing out. Google Translate time. Aha. Here we go. So this is what I purchased, right? This is the Tom's Racing, I guess, kick panel protector, protectant. Come on, tape. Holding on for dear life. Protectant, packaged well. I mean, you know, little foam in there to keep it from, I guess, falling apart. And I guess this is what this looks like. So let me undo that one. That comes off. Okay, cool. We got a little bit of, Corinthian plastic, pleather, as you will say. And this looks like the kick thing, see? Kind of goes where the speaker goes. And this is probably easy washable as far as the plastic goes, as opposed to what I currently have now that gets scratched up and scuffed. So this is what goes on there. This must be the rear door because it's much smaller. And I'm assuming this larger one right here is for the front door. Now the adhesive part, I think the adhesive part is just this little line right here on the edge. You got to do a couple things to clean it off. I think you got to take off this plastic on here, like this peeling part. I don't know if you got to take this off. I'm assuming you do, that you got to take this whole thing off. We're going to find out because I'm going to Google Translate these instructions and we're going to get going. So let me go find out what this says because I have no idea and we're going to get to it. I'll be back. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me, but this is where we're working at. Let me tell you, what? Oh, I thought I broke something. Let me tell you what we're working with here. See, every now and then I've gotten out the car and my foot has hit this area. You can see those scuff marks right there. Now, I've done certain things to get the scuff marks off, but I'm not going to act like I've been going out of my way because I haven't. I've decided that I'm just going to use this little kick panel thing that we have, and we're going to go from there. So in order to install this, I had to go on Google Translate. I got everything translated into English in some fashion, and we're going to apply this right here. Where we at? This right here onto this part right here. How is this going to go? It should go smoothly. Listen, if this goes badly, this video will be edited heavily to show that this was a smooth transaction, even if it wasn't, okay? Now, let's get started. Now, how do we get this on? Okay, I looked at all the instructions. Here's a couple things it talked about. It said first that I need to degrease or clean this main area. So I'm gonna scoop myself up. I'm sitting on a bucket right now. I don't got one of them fancy Viper seats. So we're gonna use this right here to clean this area off and remove any grease. Then it says to take this. The instructions say, when it's translated, to remove some tape and then apply this. And I'm guessing we're talking about this right here. That's pretty sticky. I guess, yeah, you take that off and just apply this thing and hope for the best. All right, we're just gonna have to get this cracking. There's no, if I sit here and think about this for too long, then I'm gonna overthink this. And really, sometimes you just gotta dive in and hope for the best, you know? Worst case scenario, this doesn't work out the way I think it should. And, you know, I update this video and tell everybody, hey, you know, your boy tried. Now, they only gave me one of these little snappies. Mad alcohol dropping. They only give me one of these. So I'm gonna try to preserve as much as I can. Because if not, I'm gonna have to go either find some rubbing alcohol inside the house to help clean this off. I don't know why they only send me one. All right, so here we go. The instructions say to paste this on first before removing this fine edge right here. This fine edge has a piece of tape on it. Before I take this off, it says to take off something to paste this onto the door. I'm gonna be honest here. Those instructions didn't make much sense to me. Like, if I'm being frank. I looked at them and I was like, this translation may not be one-to-one. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna take off a small piece here, and we're just gonna have to get going, man. We're gonna get it. All right. I'm gonna take off one. Move this box up some. I might be in the view in a second because I'm trying to get as close as I can to this door to help promote this. So we're gonna move you a little bit over there. Well, hold up. Dang. Talk about bad camera changes. Alrighty. So let's see. This is the top edge. Dang, this thing is mad sticky. Hopefully this thing comes off so I'm guessing. Okay, it still comes off. I'm taking some hard guesses on the placement here. Like, the hardest. All right. How would that look? I don't know if that would be good there. I think it works. Oh, I think I see. I gotta follow this line. There's a line up here I think I need to follow. This top line off the door. Yeah, I think that's it right there. All right, we're gonna have to take off the rest of this. See, I see. They made a perforated line for like each section. So I guess you can take your time, get one section down, do the next one, then do the next one after that. There is a adhesion like promoter. I did not put that on right now, even though they said you can do it after to help this thing from like, you know, peeling off later. I may do that. I might wait until if I see that it peels off and then add that, because adhesion promoter, if you don't know, once you put that on, over. I don't want to get no wrinkles in this thing. Hold up now. Hold up now. All right. I got that part. I might have to readjust a little bit of this, get some of these wrinkles out so that it's on there better. Okay, little persuasion. Like I said, you got to work in that Corinthian. Okay. Well, all right, looking good. This top part right here has a little tad wrinkle, but I also realize that that is the last bit of like adhesive tape to add on there. So I'm gonna give that the benefit of the doubt for now, and we can run that away in a minute. But for the most part, I think we got the angle what we want. So the trick is really to do this middle part first, get this part set where the line is right here, and then everything else kind of folds into where it needs to be. Even though the instructions say to start here, I don't think that's the best option. I think it works better when you start from the middle part. So now we're going to take off this last piece right here, see how this feels, and then we're going to be done on this side. We're just going to send it. Now, the next thing we're going to do on this car, seeing how y'all are sitting here watching me do this real quick, is the next thing we're going to probably be talking about is doing some aesthetics. That's really what I want to do. But I'm waiting for a suspension because I'm definitely not a person that can just run stock wheels with coilovers. It's just not my thing. It's just how I am wired. I need the aftermarket wheels. I don't know which wheels I want just yet. Some of the companies that I'm looking at, their wheels aren't even going to be available until sometime in March. So I got time. Tokyo Auto Salon's about to happen. There's a bunch of stuff that's probably going to be announced there, especially from new wheel companies, new, JDM wheels and stuff like that. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. There might be a new Advan wheel or something like that. And I'm gonna be checking to see what we got, because there's some dope stuff. Now let's get this last piece on there. And I know there's little pieces of like tape, like paper here. I'm not being that anal about this as far as getting every little piece off. Some of the stuff is so stuck, it's like you do more damage trying to get it off by removing other tape. So I just want to make sure it's just even. So like I said, I'm working that first line up here first to make sure that's set, because from what I can tell, once you get that set, this kind of all just slides into place nice. Now, back in the day, or not back in the day, but one of my first videos, I spoke about wanting to add something with like red stitching in the car, which would happen. But what I've changed my mind on is that I actually do appreciate the core interiors white stitching or gray stitching. And I didn't want to take that away because it had a very clean OEM aesthetic. And I didn't want to try to add a bunch of red into the car, because I do like red on stuff, but red, black, and white on a car is like so common that I just want to tone it down a bit. I don't want to have red, black, and white everywhere. All right, we're going to put on the last piece here. Remember what I said. The best thing to do is to get this middle part, work this top edge to get it lined how you want. That's looking nice. And then to like work out any of the creases, air bubbles to the bottom. Oh, that's looking okay. All right, CarQuicks, look at you. Says you can't work in interior modification industry, huh? Not I. Look at that. So, that's looking nice. I like the edge part there. This part is nice up here. Even though, like I said, I have like 2 little wrinkles here, but it's not based off of the adhesion. I have to get this down. So that looks good. So this is the whole piece on there now. Wasn't that bad. Now here's the last part. The last part is removing this inner edge. So there's like an inner edge here with tape. You probably can't see it because my finger's in the way, but they say to take that off. Like there is some, like a plastic tape like this. You see what I'm pulling? This is like the finale. The finale. So this one has like the last bit of, you know, double-sided tape you're supposed to take off. So I'm gonna, okay, there goes one. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Almost feel like I should have took this tape off before. Okay, got that off. Tom's door skin on the GR Corolla. I'm liking it. It's like, okay, I like what I did. I do like how it looks after. The little tape that you take off at the end, that's a little annoying. It's not difficult. It's the fact that when you take off one little piece, it breaks off and it's not one clean piece just in one shot. Maybe the other panels will be like that, but so far, we looking good. So that's how you install this panel. Simple. Google Translate. Let me look at y'all. Listen, Google Translate the instructions because them things is in full Japanese, okay? And they ain't no helping you. Unless you speak Japanese and read and write it. Now, it goes on clean. I didn't use that adhesion promoter. What is it going to be like in a couple weeks? I don't know. We'll report back. If it decides that it wants to come off or something like that, then I'll update y'all and say, yo, you need that promoter on here. But other than that, looking good. This is like the best angle I'm going to do for this particular one because I got to get myself tucked in over here to handle this door panel. It's not going to be, this ain't going to be the sexy one. All right. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to be all up in the picture. We already did the, I already did the portion for the alcohol, so we ain't got to worry about that. So we're going to do the method that I said on the first one, which is to do the middle portion first to get that line set, because now that I know how this is going to work, you know, why can't you just break off easy, huh? Why can't you do that, right? Why can't you be nice and buttery and we can be on our way? Nah, you got to be difficult. All right, so I'm just gonna have to do it that way. Get the edges after the fact, because it ain't gonna break off cleanly. As you can see, I think I got it. All right. It's so turned in. I don't like it. One of those weird quirks. Because I'm not taking this off again. I don't want to lose any of the adhesion. But I don't, you know, if I'm getting my shirt mad dirty. I'm still talking, but, you know, I don't know how much video is actually coming through. But I'm not going to record the other sides. This is going to, I'm going to show you at the end that everything is complete. But I'll do a time lapse on the front one. Yo, come on. You got to come off better than that. That's crazy. I'm over here. It's mad little plastic pieces everywhere. Okay. Lovely. All right. Okay, I got it. Rear is on right now. Check a peek. See that? Clean. Nice and clean. So, rear door's on. We're going on to the rest of them. I'll hit you with a time lapse on the front door. I'll be back. Peace. So I said I'd give you a time lapse. It's now dark outside. My brother got hungry, okay? I had to go get something to eat real quick. Okay, I'm doing a time lapse. That's it. I'm just showing you how I put the front panel on. All the panels are done. The joint's looking real spicy. I'm back in my little podcast studio because I had to just give you a little update on the whole Tom's install because I put it on, but it got dark outside. I couldn't talk to y'all face to face to give you a little bit of my feedback on how it went. So here I am. So the install went cool. It's also all they are they're like covers that go on the door panels. Like I said, I had a bunch of scuff marks on my car from getting out the driver's side door. The passenger side was fine because I don't have that many passengers. The rear doors are fine because even when the kids are with me, they don't, I mean, I've trained them well enough to know to be kicking door panels. But so really, when you have all the pieces together, it's 4 pieces that come with it. So you get the front 2 doors, the rear doors. They're easy to put on. The instructions talk about using the alcohol to clean off the door to get any grease and stuff off that. I did that. Then it did mention a part where it talked about a adhesion promoter, like something to make it stick on even stronger, I guess you could say. The interesting part is that the instructions only mention that for an install on a different type of car. So on the GR Corolla or the Corolla hatchback, because that's what these are made for, they fit both cars. The adhesion that's on the back where you peel off that double-sided like tape was strong enough to me. I don't know what it's going to be like later down the line, but I wasn't about to add some adhesion promoter just yet until I see that maybe it isn't operating how I think it should, or maybe it's not sticking on or it's peeling off. Then we can kind of go down that road. But on the immediate first time installing it, everything stuck on fine. Really, like I said, you want to follow that top line on your door where this door card thing goes on and it goes on cool. Listen, I like it. Tom's is cool. If you got scuffs on it, like I said before, we'll cop you some. They're cool for me. I got them. I'll see y'all around.